This is Craig Stumbaugh, the VP of Global Sales at Jupiter Systems, and I'm here today to talk about our video wall processors. We've got different platforms for different applications. If we look at the rack here behind me, you can see at the top we've got our PixelNet display wall processors and the different nodes that make up that system. Each node is specific for the type of source or the output that we're using it for to connect and display the content that a user may want to use in a command and control environment. All of that is managed by the PixelNet domain control node, and those nodes are connected to the PixelNet switch. In our architecture, we have unlimited scalability for the number and types of inputs that a customer may have, and it also gives them the ability to scale and expand that anytime in the future. So they've got a lot of capability to accommodate hundreds of inputs and hundreds of outputs if they need to. The other nice thing about PixelNet is that it is a closed network of sources and output nodes so that it is secure. And part of that security certification that we have is our JITC certification for government applications. We've also expanded that to incorporate our KM links for keyboard and mouse control, so now we can control any source through the KM link by a simple hover and control of the source that is being presented on the wall or operator's workstation. So we've got a lot of functionality, a lot of capability in there in an uncompressed architecture that's secure. Below that, we've got our Catalyst processors. We've got two different ones here. The top one here with the orange rack ears is the Catalyst 5. And the Catalyst 5 is used for medium-sized applications. You've got the flexibility here to configure this with multiple inputs and outputs depending upon a specific project application. And it also gives you redundancy in power supplies and cooling, so that you've got high reliability and performance in that system. So you've got scalability on the input side and output side, as well as the Windows operating system to load applications and run applications in conjunction with the inputs that you may have in a system, either direct connect, network-based, web pages, whatever it might be. We can accommodate any type of source in that environment. So it's very scalable. And it meets a lot of applications. And then the one below that is our newest Catalyst processor, the Catalyst Element. This is a one rack unit processor, and that processor also has some scalability to it. You've got either one input card or one output card, but the real performance in this processor is the CPU architecture that's managing the Windows environment or operating system. It's got 192 gigs of RAM with a 16-core Xenon CPU to run very intense applications in smaller environments or smaller applications. So you've got unbelievable performance and capability in a small form factor for a lot of applications that we see driving 4 displays all the way up to 16 different displays with the output cards that are in that system. So you've got a lot of different options. We've got other models in the Catalyst line like the Catalyst XL, and that's even larger than any of these for very large applications. A lot of scalability, a lot of flexibility, and the idea of that is that you can expand that in the future if you need to. So you've got a lot of options, and the idea is that depending upon whatever the application is, we've got a solution to meet your needs at Jupiter.